Hi guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but today's going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be how to market yourself as a performer. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that I think is really important as a performer is to have headshots done. These are the first thing that a casting agent will see, or when you go to drama school, if you plan on going to drama school, you have to send them off, and it's the first impression drama school will get of you. They get to know what you look like, whether you fit a certain role or not, and they just get to see straight away. So one of the things with auditions is you may find that you have to travel, stay somewhere and pay for your accommodation for your travel, and then when you get there they'll just go, oh no, we don't like that. There have been stories from people who have applied for Disney and they've put a wig on someone and go, nah, you don't see that, and then they send them off, and that's literally it. So a headshot is the first thing that a person will see, and they can see whether it will fit the role of what the casting director is looking at presenting to an audience. I had my first set of headshots done by a photographer, but it's also an actor and director, so knows lots about what sort of thing casting directors will want to see, what kind of emotion, what kind of mood do you want to portray. Especially if you're going for like different parts, you're not going to show a really smiley face for an angry character. The photographer will be able to bring out the things that you will want to show within that character. So they were my first set of headshots from a couple of years ago, which I used for drama school applications. The first set of headshots I had done were £50, and then I also had some more recently, and the guy was a photographer. However, he did them completely for free. The guy does photography for models, for actors, for dancers, and so they can build a portfolio with that. And the only thing that you charge for is the prints. You could look at getting some done by a student photographer, someone who's taking photography as a course, because it means that they'll get to practice on using a real person and you get something out of it too. If you can't do any of those things, iPhones are incredible with their resolution, so you can get a really good quality photo on a phone, get your friend to take it for you, just head and shoulders, and you can make it black and white depending on what mood again you're trying to portray and what the casting director is asking for. I think that using headshots is quite a modern way of advertising yourself, because in the past you would have had to go and meet every single person you wanted to perform for or who asked to see you, whereas now you can just send that off and they can make an initial decision like, yeah, we want that person to come down, or we want to see them and audition them, see what they're like. Based on that, or they can say, well actually no, we wanted a blonde. If I was to apply and they wanted, actually we wanted someone blonde to play this role, they can immediately say, and I'm not wasting my time then going somewhere for them to be like, yeah, we're not interested anyway. Another method of advertising yourself would be on social media. Now, everyone has social media and we scroll through it every day and we get to see what people are up to, and I think this is such a good way of keeping up to date with performers. I'm sure we all have a Facebook account, Instagram, but Instagram especially, you get to see how many people are already following that person. So for example, Britney Spears has 22.2 million followers on Instagram, but on your social media platform, when you set up one, you can post things like your headshots, rehearsal pictures and performance photos. I use my professional social media account feed to show pictures of performances. However, I also have stories for rehearsals. So this is a rehearsal for a farce I did called The Day They Kidnapped the Pope, as well as some pictures with other cast members. As well as this, I've set up my own Facebook page, and rather than having to do two sets of posts, you can link Instagram and create a Facebook page automatically if you say that you are a performer. So then when you post on your Instagram, you can select that it goes on your Facebook as well. So then you have posts that are going to two different audiences or two different lots of people who may be following you on Facebook and on Instagram. People can share that with each other, so it gets more of a reach with that. Also, creating your own professional Twitter account can be incredibly useful, as people can get contact with other performers and have that reach with them, have discussions about what they're doing. But also with using both Twitter and Instagram, you can add hashtags and it gets more of a reach because people will follow hashtags. On Instagram you can choose to follow it, so the hashtag actor on Instagram has 28.2 million posts, and Dancer has 24.2 million, and it's really incredible because you can get to see what other people are doing as well, other rehearsal videos, you can get in touch with people with what they're doing, get inspired by them as well. And the last social platform I'm going to mention is YouTube, as you may have heard of the performer Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, I discovered Carrie Hope Fletcher on YouTube a few years ago, and I saw her in Les Mis before I knew who she was, and then I got so excited when I found out that I'd actually seen her before I knew, because she was playing Eponine in that version. It was that was in 2012, and then more recently I went to go see Addams Family, and I went to go see Addams Family because I knew her off of YouTube. And so having that kind of reach with people and people wanting to go and see performances, for audiences like us to go and say, yeah, we want to go see that person. If you know what they're up to, then it means that people can buy tickets, and you can use your social media to sell your tickets at the website where you're selling tickets. A traditional method of marketing yourself as a performer would be directly writing to casting directors saying, hi, I'm interested, if there's anything that comes up, these are my credits, this is what I've done, and I'd be really interested in working with you. That means they have your CV, your portfolio, and they can see exactly what you've achieved, and it means that they've got reach to you. If you have your email, your contact details on there, they can contact you and say, hi, we're doing this short film, for example, and we'd love for you to play this role, or we'd love for you to audition for this role. And they've already got that contact with you because you have made that, you've showing willing as well. So you can do that through writing emails. However, a lot of stuff is marketed on social media as well now. There are lots of pages for people to say, hi, we're looking for this, and you can contact them directly saying, I'm really interested, or I might not be the right role for you right now, however, if you're doing anything in the future, you can get in touch with them. This sort of links with social media. However, you can create your own website, and on your website you could have all your credits, contact details, a blog, what you're up to, and it means that people can follow you, they're more interested. I feel like that's both a bit of a traditional and more modern method, because obviously we use websites to advertise anyway. However, I feel like now we've got social media that's being sort of used less and less, because we can create our own blog posts through Instagram, through having like daily posts, or Twitter, and keeping people updated about what you're up to, who you've met, what you're talking about, and people can join in that conversation. However, as well as this, you can use your social media to advertise your website by saying, check this out, you can have it in your bio, you can put it at the end of your post and people can click on it. You can also use it to say, hi, I'm with this agency, I've got this training, these are my credits, and on that you can have all different pages. So you can have a section for your blog, you can have a section for your CV, and then people can navigate around that more easily than having to scroll through lots and lots, because they can just look at that, at the sections that you've created, to make it easier for people to find what you're doing. And in your website as well, you can add to other websites where you're selling your ticket, or contact me and you can buy these tickets. And with a website, people think it's really difficult to do. However, there's a website called Wix, and you create your own website, and it's really easy, it's free to do, it's not expensive at all. You just click on what kind of website you want, go through it, Wix talks you through it, and then you can publish that, spread that on your social media. However, if you want it in the top searches, for example, you may have to pay some money, or if you want to make the website your own name, then you can pay a little bit towards that. However, for your basic website, and to just get yourself out there and you can put that on your social media, Wix is amazing, and it doesn't have a trial. It's not that you have a trial then pay, you have it there forever. I think another traditional method would be your personal statement, and you can link your personal statement into the more modern methods like having your website. Having that printed out and giving that to people directly is more traditional. However, it shows why you're passionate about what you do, what you're doing, where you'd like to go, what things you're looking for, and you can also say about any extra skills that you have. And the last way that I'm going to mention is networking and having face-to-face conversations. And people think this is really difficult, like how do you get into those situations where you're able to talk to those people directly? However, there are often festivals that go on. There are film festivals where you can see people. You have Edinburgh Fringe, Manchester Fringe, you can talk to people directly. After shows, at performances, they can have a Q&A. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below if you have any more suggestions about how to market yourself.